Welcome. In this video, will Zbcn coin make a new high? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand. When we first focus on the bigger picture, we can clearly see that the price is exhibiting a classic and highly notable long-term reversal pattern known as a W pattern. This formation represents recovery movements following a prolonged period of market decline and is generally considered a strong trend reversal signal. These types of patterns often appear during times when investors begin to regain confidence and show renewed interest in buying. The W structure, clearly visible on the chart, consists of two bottoms and is completed once the peak between them is broken to the upside. The recovery after the first bottom indicates that the price has not yet gained full upward momentum, while the second bottom shows that buyers have stepped in more strongly and are applying upward pressure on the price. This indicates that the market is showing resistance to further declines at the second bottom and is preparing for a directional shift. As of now, the price has started moving upward strongly from the second bottom of this W pattern. This shows that investors see this area as a strong support level and are increasingly willing to buy at these levels. One of the most important characteristics of W patterns is the increase in volume and strengthening of upward momentum at the second bottom. A similar structure is observed in this scenario as well, which supports the technical validity of the pattern. Additionally, such long-term reversal patterns are often precursors to major rallies, because the W pattern is not only a technical structure, but also a reflection of a shift in investor psychology. The fear and panic experienced during the first bottom are replaced by hope and confidence at the second bottom. This is a strong clue that the market now intends to move upward rather than downward. The fact that the price is beginning to rise from the second bottom with strong momentum indicates that the W pattern has started to work effectively. If this move continues and the price breaks above the resistance level at the midpoint of the pattern, the formation will be considered technically complete, and the price will have the potential to rise by the height of the pattern. At this stage, it is especially apparent that buyers are still active in the market, and the buying pressure from the second bottom has enough strength to push the price higher. From a technical analysis standpoint, for W patterns to work effectively, the bottoms should be relatively symmetrical, and there should be less selling pressure at the second bottom. It can be said that these conditions are largely met in the current structure. When all these technical and psychological elements are combined, the completion of this W pattern on the long-term charts and the subsequent upward movement provide highly positive signals regarding the overall market direction. If the price crowns this structure with a volume-backed breakout to the upside, it may indicate not just a short-term rally, but also the beginning of a broader and more sustainable uptrend. In conclusion, the long-term W pattern formed by the price appears to be a promising and confidence-building structure for investors. The likelihood of continued upward movement from the second bottom is quite high, and such technical patterns play a significant role in determining direction, especially in the medium to long term. The current outlook continues to generate positive signals from a technical standpoint, and if the price maintains this bullish structure, new highs may become highly likely. But we cannot base our analysis on pattern alone. So let's take a look at other metrics as well. Stay tuned. When we closely examine the chart, it's clear that a distinct structural shift zone has formed at the recent top level of the price action. The line we've drawn in this area represents what is known in technical analysis as a market structure break, MSB. These levels often appear at points where the probability of a trend reversal increases and are of critical importance to investors. The fact that this area has previously acted as a significant resistance level, repeatedly tested by price, further emphasizes its importance. Each time price approached this level in the past, it encountered selling pressure and was pushed back. However, this time things appear to be different. As the price approaches this level again, the selling pressure seems to be diminishing and buyers are gaining strength. This may indicate that the resistance is weakening and a breakout could be imminent. If this line is broken to the upside with strong volume, it would technically signal a bullish structure break, confirming that the market structure has shifted from bearish to bullish. Such a breakout would not only indicate a short-term upward move, but could also mark the beginning of a new uptrend. MSB levels are often used to identify potential turning points in price direction and are frequently seen as signals for long opportunities. At this stage, the price's approach to this MSB line is showing quite positive signals. The continued testing of this level suggests that a breakout may be near. If the breakout occurs, there would be no significant psychological or technical resistance remaining, opening the path for further upward movement. It's also common for price to return to this level afterward in what's known as a retest. These pullbacks typically serve as confirmation of a new support level and can provide good buying opportunities. With the MSB breakout, the price may target previous highs and establish a sustained move above this area, which would reinforce the strength and sustainability of the upward trend. Additionally, this breakout could significantly shift investor sentiment. The transformation of a previous resistance into new support often boosts confidence and attracts new buyers into the market. In conclusion, the upper level line we've identified on the chart is not just a technical level, but a potential structure break zone, MSB, that could offer strong clues about the future direction of price. If this area is broken to the upside, it could mark the beginning of a long-term trend rather than just a temporary rally. The overall outlook is quite positive, and such structural breaks are often considered one of the clearest signals of trend reversals. In light of all this technical analysis, it would not be inaccurate to suggest that price holds significant upward potential if it clears this critical threshold. When we look at the vortex indicator, one of the most striking details is that the blue line is positioned above the red line. This is considered a highly positive signal in technical analysis, as the blue line represents buying strength, while the red line reflects selling pressure. The blue line being on top indicates that buying pressure is stronger than selling pressure, and that this momentum is continuing. Especially with the recent candlestick closings, the blue line has maintained its upward slope, and the increasing gap between the blue and red lines significantly strengthens the likelihood of an upward price movement. These kinds of scenarios typically signal the continuation of bullish trends and are interpreted as buying opportunities by investors. If the blue line continues to hold its strong position, it would not only point to a short-term rise, but also be a key indicator for the sustainability of the trend. The vortex indicator is often a powerful tool that reveals underlying dynamics in the market that are not immediately visible. The positioning and relationship of the lines on this indicator provide valuable insights into the momentum behind price action. The current picture is quite constructive. Buyers remain strong, and this strength indicates the potential for price to test higher levels. Especially if the blue line maintains its upward direction, it confirms that the bullish momentum is continuing. Another important point to note is that such positive divergences often precede upward breakouts in price and sustained rallies. The blue line staying on top shows that overall market sentiment is forming in a positive direction, and that this sentiment continues to reflect in the price. In technical analysis, such setups form the foundation for confident and solid bullish movements. In conclusion, the fact that the blue line on the vortex indicator remains firmly on top and continues to hold this position is forming a positive structure for the market. If this technical view remains intact and the blue line continues its upward movement, upward scenarios in price action are likely to dominate and new highs could be tested. In this context, the current outlook indicates strong buyer pressure and suggests we are within a structure that supports bullish expectations. It's important to review the vortex indicator from time to time. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.